I feel honored.
Did you get that 30 seconds break?
You listen to him. He looks much better.
Respect for my elder.
Calling to order the Town of Palmyra, August 16, 2026 Town Board meeting, located at the Palmyra Town Hall, W1125, State Highway 106. Certification of compliance with open meetings law.
Yes, it was timely posted, but let's just correct the date to the 18th.
I'm sorry,
That's okay.
August 18, 2026. Thank you, ma'am. Roll call.
Gajewski,
Here.
Lean,
Here.
Montgomery.
Here.
Pledge of allegiance. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Item number 1, approval of the town board minutes from July 13, 2026. Is there a motion?
Make a motion to approve the minutes of July 13, 2026. Second that.
Motion and a second to approve as drafted. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Item number 2, approval of the payment of bills as presented.
To make a motion to pay the bills as presented. Thank you.
Okay. Brightspeed, $225.20. V Energies for street lighting, $60.32. V Energies for electric in this building, $62.12. Town of Palmyra transfer from the tax account to the general fund, $120,000. First Citizens State Bank, a loan payment, $171,518.92. Catalyst, $3,250, that's our assessor. Mark Montgomery, board salary, $230.87. Josh Gajewski, $369.40, also a board salary. And Bill Lee, $230.87, board salary. Mark Montgomery, $105, poll worker pay. Sandy Murphy, $112.50, poll worker. Margaret Burlingham, $112.50, poll worker. Sue Halser, $112.50, poll worker. Terry Orchard, $217.50, poll worker. Jean Beck, $105, a poll worker. And Leslie Ott, $172.50 as a poll worker. Northwest Services, for several tree services, $3,313.50. Northwest Services, $4,363 for some road repairs. J&H Customs, $500 for mowing the cemetery. J&H Customs, $200 for serving as manager of the cemetery. Michelle Smith, $98.91. Reimbursement for office supplies and also training from Wisconsin Towns Association. Michelle Smith, $3,329.22 salary. Jefferson County, $171.75 payment for dog tags. GFL Environmental, $10,537.63 for garbage pickup and recycling. APG of Southern Wisconsin, which is the Jefferson County Daily Union, and that is $70.83 for 3 different election notices that have to be published.
We have a motion to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor signify by saying aye. I'm sorry, roll call vote.
Gajewski,
Aye.
Lean,
Aye.
Montgomery.
Aye.
Motion carried. Item number 3, public comment. Sign up sheet is there. And I am going to save 2 minutes. Item number 4, correspondence.
I don't have anything except else.
Anyone else? The only thing I'll note is that assessment notices went out last week, and hopefully everyone is either received or receiving them. So, aside from that, moving on, item number 5, reports, treasurer's report.
The balance in the First Citizens State Bank general checking account is $212,570.87. That includes our August tax payment from the county. Our tax account balance is $6,742.59. The airport checking account has $60,811.42. And I'm sorry, I missed updating the date on there. That's as of today, not as of 7/12/26. And the local government investment pool, as of today, is $94,620.37. You'll note that we added on the $600,000 line of credit, that we made a loan payment of $171,518.92.
Any questions on that? Clerk's report.
We made it through election with 213 voters, 44 absentees, and everything balanced and went well.
Thank you to all the election workers. Next, highway report.
Not a lot going on, except for some tree damage, probably going to mess up the storm that came through. They washed out in a couple of roads that we cleaned up with. It's pretty much, the other thing we haven't done that 60-inch culvert at Lower yet, and that's scheduled for next week. Took forever to get, but we got it.
Any questions for Bob?
Guess I just got a couple, Bob. You and I have talked a little bit on the phone. How come we're having that happen so many times? You see it's an agenda item tonight out there on those 2 roads. I'll talk to some of the residents, they say it's a habitual thing. Are we doing something wrong? Is it the slope of the land? Is it, what's your take on it, sir?
What it really comes down to is that the road is lower than the shoulder.
Okay,
So
so we're pushing the water onto the road even by putting the side dressing on there. Well, we keep doing that and spending our money over and over and over and over. Have you suggested to this board at any point that we should do something about that?
we proposed, actually, Tasha and myself to work on that back in October. I gave you a copy.
I see an estimate now.
Yeah, and
Okay.
that was broken up into 10 different sections. And,
Because I mean, it happened twice in a week that I know of. And I talked to a couple of residents and they say it happens whenever it rains a half inch within 3 minutes.
it's never been that bad,
So, is it the gravel?
especially on Tamarack. No, it's just the amount of rain in that very short period of time that we've been having. I understand that.
See, and I don't either, but if it's never been that bad, to me that means that the way we're applying it is something. Could
No, it
be,
has nothing to do with the applying.
just the new road, it's a little higher.
The new road's a little higher, but it's still when you get off that shoulder of the road, the ground is still, depending where you're at, anywhere from 2 to 4 inches higher than the road. So
Okay.
the water has nothing to do but go down the road.
And take the gravel with it.
Exactly.
Okay. The land.
And it's not isolated to just here. We've had a lot of different roads that washed out that have never really done it before. But typical problem, not just in Palmyra, it's in all the towns that we work in. Because there's not a lot of maintenance done on the side of the road, like probably you'll come by with a grader every year.
Correct.
Every grade side of the road, well, we don't have that. So if that's done every year, and that costs money,
Well, I know.
so.
It costs money to have you out every Sunday afternoon that it rains too, so that's the part I'm looking at.
And I'm not too everybody.
I know you weren't, the day I talked to you on the phone, you weren't very happy about coming out at 3:30 on a Sunday afternoon to do it either,
But
but
that's what we do, that's,
I know, and that's your job, and I'm happy to see the estimate tonight, that's good, that's a start in the right direction, so we can budget for that in the future, and I appreciate that very much.
so I guess what you have to do is you have to, I know it's number 8 on the discussion list, if you wanna
Right, we can,
postpone this discussion until we get.
correct, let's do that,
That.
yes.
Other than that, that's really the answer, is the shouldering is way higher than the road is in most places.
Thank you.
Anything else? Fire department.
So you guys should have been sent, obviously you guys were sent our calls and everything. Looks like we had 12 calls in the township. When you guys are looking at these numbers, also just wanna say like the mutual aid that we requested that it sees, it's not necessarily that we were not able to run a call. For this case, that was not it. It shows also when we call for a paramedic intercept, that is just mutually requested. Other than that, pretty routine month of July. Nothing to report extraordinarily. Then the other thing about our report is I was instructed by Director Blount to mention that at a previous meeting, you guys suggested that we wanted to look at other ways to save money, maybe consolidation or mutual aid agreements with other departments or something like that. A meeting did occur, I believe about a week ago now, with the Eagle Town Chairwoman meeting, and that was to discuss everything from trying to help Kettle Moraine to all the way to consolidation to see how that would save funds. Meeting went well. What the meeting was, I am not privy to the actual details of the meeting, but I do know that another meeting is being set up and that Josh is going to be invited into that meeting. Unfortunately, this meeting, he would have been at the last one, but I believe it occurred, you were out of town. So we are looking at ways to basically help the constituents save money on us. We understand that we're an expensive but necessary entity, but still looking for ways to help you guys save money as well.
Would you explain to me and maybe everybody else, because how is it 8.5? What's the half part?
So, I'm gonna be honest, I have the same questions as that. I know that there's like the half to me might be like a call where we went to, but we didn't actually transport. That's how I see that. My other cohort, Dan Schiller, is the one who actually does these numbers. But I believe that's not what they're talking about.
So the way they're counting this, which I asked Dan about, I think at the July, maybe it was the June meeting. Those are the mutual aid halves. So the way that they're counting it internally because of call volume is they're dividing those mutual aid calls. Correct. Even though they're not. So I had started going back through reports that we had since January, putting them in a spreadsheet so that it's number one, a little easier to work with all the numbers that are being presented in this report, but also just to track that separately because the way they're representing it doesn't have anything to do with the way that our current contract is set up versus the way it was before. It was total call volume before, and now it's village or town. Not that I'm gonna say we don't care about mutual aid calls. We care about mutual aid calls, we don't care about the number of the calls that are either in or out. So before I went back to Dan, I figured if I was gonna ask him to do something different, I should bring a solution rather than having just a commentary piece on it.
100%. what he said. And I'm pretty sure that Dan would welcome any suggestion that, or any way that you guys would like to see the numbers better than that.
I do have one more question, Josh, for you. I sent it to you, Mark, about this. Let's see, a trustee, it's out of the paper, so I'm having a hard time reading it. It was rewritten by trustees Tucker and Dan Schiller, and to include fire billing fee schedule. Did you see that in the paper? Okay. It says billing for fire club will rewritten, and I thought, wouldn't we just get that all settled? I'll send it to you.
Good question. Have you ever looked into whether there's a regulation requiring an emergency access to Marsh Road, so it's not a 8-10-minute response to those people?
Personally, no, I have not. I can't speak on what people above me have looked into or not. But something I can look into. It's kind of one of those where, so it's a horse and peas. Right now, it's a gravel road. Theoretically, we might be able to make it down it, but if we don't just go straight out of town and come back down Marsh Road the back way, say we do go out the normal way, come up Marsh Road, and then either we can't get through, our ambulance gets stuck, then we have to backtrack the whole way around. So it's kind of one of those, we could chance it, but when it comes to your guys' lives, your safety, all that, personally, that's not a chance I'm willing to take on that. I mean, and it could be dry, it could be packed, it could be fantastic. We don't know that unless we go look at it 5 minutes before the ambulance or fire trucks or whatever go down there. Same thing with our tender. I mean, we have a vehicle that hauls almost 4,000 gallons of water. She's a heavy girl, and even the most compact gravel road makes me nervous. So that's just our mindset on it is, we can try it, but say we make it out there and we can't get around, then we have to go all the way back around. Well, then the blame's put on us of what took you so long to get here. Well, you kind of see what I mean?
The concern is, obviously I live on Marsh Road, but is that I think they're supposed to calculate that into the design and that emergency vehicles have to get through. So not just by chance, like
Right.
it's gonna be available, like they're supposed to be physically looking at it when they were doing the plans on what they're doing. And obviously that was not
Right.
done. And so that's where my concern is, 4 minutes to 10 minutes is quite a bit of time when it's an emergency. So,
And I fully agree with that. Like I said, I will gladly look into that and see if there's a way that we can work around it. On a dry, absolutely perfect day that hasn't rained in a few days, I would definitely chance it. But with how sporadic and how much rain we've gotten at one point, like it's swamping those gravel, even driveways are making me nervous right now, let alone a freshly laid down gravel road.
it was more my concern that wasn't even a consideration when they were making the plans of how they were going to do that.
Well, that is something I will definitely look into.
Okay, thank you.
Yep, and if I come back and find out that, hey, there's just this one thing we need to tweak and then we can make it down Marsh Road, we'll make it happen.
Anything else from the board? Moving on, airport report.
I have nothing, haven't heard from anyone.
Blue Spring Lake District,
Been quiet there also. I'm not sure when their next meeting is, but I assume Labor Day weekend?
The airport?
No, the Blue Spring Lake District.
End of August,
Do we know?
every year.
it's an annual meeting.
So,
It's the last Saturday
So is it
of
the
August
30th?
because Labor Day
it's
is
so
late,
late.
like the 29th.
Thank you, I haven't, other than looking for a posting, I haven't heard anything from your clerk yet.
Okay. I'll make sure,
I'll get on.
I'll chat her. Yeah, it'd be nice. It'd be nice.
I will.
Building inspector,
The building permits are on the back of the treasurer report. And we have one on Zion Road for electrical, one on County H for a pole barn, 2 on Blue Spring Lake Drive. We have multiple permits. Looks like some sort of construction, but I could not tell without studying the report, and a solar building permit on Little Prairie Road. And when I say solar, I think it's a small thing with panels or something.
Anything additional?
I have nothing.
Okay. Emergency management,
Nothing to report.
sheriff's department not here. Neither is Park and Rec. So, moving on. Item number 6, report on Jefferson County's EMS working group discussions and actions and announcements of Jefferson County's upcoming public information meetings as it relates to EMS. Mr. Montgomery, you have the floor, sir.
So for about the past year, there has been a special committee that's been being held countywide, made up of fire and EMS providers and administrators. And there's a couple of pots of money available, about $3 million each for fire and, no, excuse me, not fire. It's an EMS working group committee. So the thing that they kept emphasizing at every monthly meeting was the money that's available is for upgrading skills, hiring new staff because of the burnout that's taking place, not to lower the cost that we pay for fire EMS service. So they have concluded that portion of the work, and what the county is, or what the committee is recommending to the Jefferson County Board is that there be a tax levy for the entire county for this purpose. Is the two pots of money. One is for designated for EMS providers, such as Palmyra EMS. The other pot of money is for training providers like the technical colleges to provide upgrade training for and training for new recruits and so on. So what Michael Lucky sent out to all of the town clerks is that they are planning 2 identical meetings to allow transparent and open discussion on what the EMS working group has been considering as a proposal to financially support existing EMS providers through a new county-wide tax levy. The notice will be given as a public meeting. They encourage members of the public to attend as well, so that everyone, all of you, can be aware of the use of these funds, these proposed funds, and the property tax increase associated with it. They haven't decided exactly on the mill rate, but what they were looking at, considering the meetings that I attended, was for a typical $300,000 house, it would be somewhere between $300 and $500. They also attached with that a flyer that we will get posted, and I think we can get it on our town website. Saying that Jefferson County Board of Supervisors is considering a proposal to enact a financial support mechanism for all EMS systems within Jefferson County. All elected officials and members of the public are encouraged to attend to learn more about the details, including the financial and property tax impacts. And the first one and closest is scheduled for Thursday the 17th, September 17th, 7 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Jefferson County Courthouse up on the second floor conference room. Again, that's Thursday, September 17th, 7 to 8:30. All elected officials of the Jefferson County Board, all town boards, all city and village officials are invited. A quorum of those bodies will be present. This meeting will be noticed publicly in accordance with the open meeting laws. No business will be conducted at either meeting. The other meeting, if you can't attend that date, is a week later, Thursday, September 24th, same time, 7 to 8:30, but at the Watertown Fire Department. So the work of the EMS working group has concluded, and now for the coming year, they're going to be refocusing on other questions that I think people knew existed, but was not part of what the EMS working group set out to do. So moving forward, they'll be looking at strengths of the current EMS systems in Jefferson County, the regional approach that already exists in Jefferson County, determining the proper role of county involvement and oversight, and they will be looking to all the EMS providers for additional and ongoing information, things such as response times and so on. Looking at different staffing models, and they will continue mapping the EMS coverage along with the calculated response time. They've already got a countywide map like this showing the overlapping concentric circles around each EMS station, and it does show good coverage. But then real quickly, a couple other things that they'll be examining moving forward. The mix of service levels, different towns and municipalities will be considering, do we need paramedic, or can we have the interceptors like what we're doing right now? Staffing, budget limitations, shift from volunteer to paid EMS providers, training hours, staffing turnover, and then as far as a county model, whether it be county run or county supported or some sort of a hybrid, and then limits to the levy exemption to help fund this. Funding formulas, they did talk about that a little bit at the previous meetings, whether it be strictly by population or property values, equalized value and so on. Scalability, does the county provide a guarantee? Paramedic intercepts again, shared services on physical locations. And so anyway, we would encourage as many of you to attend as can, because it's important. Yeah.
Are there other counties that are having the same problem?
Every county is having
That's
the
what I
same
thought,
problem.
that's what I'm bringing up.
And it sounds like other counties are actually getting a hold of Michael lucky, because you seem to be among the front runners. Questions?
All great information. I appreciate you going to those meetings over the last 8 to 12 months or so. Mr. Lean, anything?
No, that's a lot to digest.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I just got it in my, I got it in my emails. I don't know, I'll be there.
Okay, thanks again. Item number 7, action on the application for bartender's license for Mary Ellen Tiller.
Mary Ellen has applied for a bartender's license to work at the Forever Young event venue. She's already a licensed bartender in another community. She's completed the application, like background check, everything looks good, and just looking for approval of the license.
Is there a motion to approve?
I make a motion to approve the bartender's license for Mary Ellen.
Motion and a second to approve the operator's license for Mary Ellen Tiller. Any other discussion? What did I say?
Operators. It's a difference. Sorry.
Thank you, sir. Any other discussion? Not all those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Motion carried. Item number 8, discussion and possible action or direction regarding road shouldering conditions on town roads, including Little Prairie and Tamarack roads, and possible direction regarding roads and road shouldering conditions. Mr. Lean, you have the floor.
Yes, thank you, Josh. I brought this up, I'm not on the highway department like you are, but I wanted to, so we can discuss it in an open meeting, I want to make sure we can do this. And I want to make sure everything got enough. I didn't know, being new to the board, I didn't know where we were at with it. I thank you for the estimate on that, being on the pile tonight. Some of the information you had was very helpful. Being new to this, I'm not sure we had addressed this at all. So I wanted, the only way I could find out is to ask in an open meeting. Josh, since we addressed some, you knew it was there, it was a problem in the past.
Yes.
Is it always
Yes,
like,
yes,
is it always like this when it rains hard?
It is not always like it was last week.
Oh, smokes, last week was horrible.
We have problems with all the bikers and the motorcyclists.
Oh,
If I'm mowing on the side of the road, they'll stop me and just tell me, you guys need, in this town, need to put signs that this is a Kettle Moraine, on the Harley route, on the book, to come this way, and they're like, you come over that hill around the corner, and it's
Be there.
deep.
I guess that's something we need to look at budget time as far as addressing something more.
What does the estimate have to do, I mean, what do you do? What do you do to fix it, that the estimate covers?
So there,
Things that we can do there, so I think this was done last October, so I don't remember exactly the result of the grader, but the fastest, easiest way is to actually take a grader, pull it off, just like a county does with theirs, and basically load it up in a truck, because there is a massive amount of dirt on the side of the road that needs to come out. So
The water comes out of the